is up, guys? Today we have kind of a late video tonight upload, but it is a good one. We are doing a new series called Friday Ranks, and I will be ranking the first baseman today, and further through the series we'll be ranking the MLB's current positions, whoever's best in the current positions. But we have a good one today. Let's get into it. Okay, starting off at number 30, we have Chris Davis of the Baltimore Orioles. I think he may be the worst first baseman ever with the first half that he had there, but let's go to 29. 29, we have Ryan O'Hearn. He can play some defense, or not great defense, pretty good bat, but not where you want it to be as a first baseman, so not much to say about these guys for sure. Let's hop right into 28. 28, we have Ronald Guzman. He can scoop the ball at first. He's pretty good at defense. I wouldn't say he's terrible, but for like a 6'8" guy, his power stats are pretty awful. So that's why I have him this low for sure. If he can get his power stats up, he could be really good. Let's hop into 27. 27, we have Jesus Aguilar of the Miami Marlins. He got acquired there over free agency, and he has opportunity to have a comeback season. No defense, power hitter. He was an all-star in 2018. Let's move to 26. 26, we have G-Man Choi. He's been an average kind of guy. He hasn't been very great in his career at all, so there's not much to say about him. There is something to say about our video tomorrow. It is a Road to the Show two-way player. Yeah, y'all have to tune in. But next at 25, we have Albert Pujols. Stinks to put him this low because he's such a good player, but he is out of his prime, getting older, defense isn't there, has to hit it pretty much in the gaps to get a base hit because of his speed. So now we're going to 24, which is Miguel Cabrera. Miguel Cabrera was very good in his prime. He had a very bad season last year, and I think he has a chance for a comeback season. He did lose some weight, if you saw. But yeah, 24 is a good spot for him. Now at 23, I have Travis Shaw. Travis Shaw has always been a really good utility player. Can hit the ball pretty well. His defense is here and there. So he's at 23, which is pretty reasonable for him. Blue Jays got a nice free agent signing in him, though, for sure. Now we move to 22, Daniel Vogelbach. He hits the ball for power. I mean, he hits some moonshots, but defensive side, his contact is decent. He strikes out a ton. Don't expect much from him. Ryan Braun at 21, I think he'll hit a decline this year for sure. Yeah, he's probably starting at first base for them, according to the website I used. And not much to say about these guys either. Just not the best players anymore. Now we have Eric Hosmer. What a bad contract for the Padres, first of all. To be the number 20 first baseman, be getting paid like he got paid like $30 million or something crazy. Don't know what it was exactly. But he can hit the ball, field the ball right, kind of average, puts him at 20. Now we have Daniel Murphy at number 19. He was supposed to be go off at Coors Field, but he really didn't. He was kind of a letdown, and obviously his defense is pretty horrid right now as he gets into his old age. So I think 19 is reasonable for Daniel Murphy. Hopefully he bounces back. Now we have Mitch Moreland at number 18 for the Red Sox. I think he will be starting over Chavis, according to the website I used. But he can hit the ball. He can field the ball. One of the most average players in baseball. Puts him at number 18. I think that's a good spot for him. Now we go to Miguel Sano at 17. So I kind of made this before. I knew he might be going to jail for kidnapping, but he has very good power. He gets off to slow starts usually, and his defense is somewhat there. But newly acquired Josh Donaldson, he will probably slide over to first. And now we have Ryan Zimmerman at number 16. I put him this low because I think he still has potential. I mean, he could still be a good piece to this Nationals team, and he got his first ring this past year. So congrats to him. I think 16 is a good spot for him. As we move on to number 15, Brandon Belt. Brandon Belt, I know he was pretty disappointing last year, but I do see potential for a comeback season for Brandon Belt. I mean, he can field the ball pretty well. His fielding's pretty average, which is good for a first baseman. And I feel like he can hit for contact right now, so that's what he needs to do. Now we go to Christian Walker at number 14. I say one of the best replacements for trading Paul Goldschmidt. He pretty much went off last year. And last year's only his first year, so it's really hard to put him any further up there because of, he really only played one season, but he mashed for sure. Now we go to number 13 with Luke Voit. I think Luke Voit, once he got traded to the Yankees, he's pretty much just ate up Yankee Stadium, and he loves playing in New York, so I feel like he is a very good first baseman. Fielding needs some help. Definitely a good hitter. Let's move on to number 12. Number 12, it stinks to put him this low, but Joey Votto, he's really hitting a decline. His power stats have gone down every year, and he's always been a great contact hitter, but even last year his contact wasn't at best. He usually never strikes out, and he struck out last year, so his defense is stellar, but that just shows you hitting stats there. Yuli Gurriel comes in at number 11 for me. He went off last year and gave the Astros exactly what they needed, and he's pretty much just helped the team even more than they needed it. So, pretty good all-around first baseman. He is old, so that's going to be a factor. Rhys Hoskins at number 10. I know he's probably not, he doesn't hit for high on base, or for high average, but his on base is good because he walks a ton, which is good. More runners on, he hits the ball well. Defense could be better, but that's any first baseman. At number 9, we've reached top 10, obviously. Number 9, we have Max Muncy. Great fielder, great hitter. I think he can move up to number 3 if he has another good season this year. But definitely the top 5 guys are really good, and Max Muncy plays different positions too, so not main first baseman, but probably the starter. Great player. Now we have Carlos Santana, who went back to the Indians and has just been stellar. He had a great season last year. Fielding wasn't the biggest issue as some of these guys, so that's why he's further up, and he can just mash the ball. He had a great season hitting-wise last year, so that's good about him. Then we have Pete Alonso at number 7. I know he could probably go higher, but we've only seen one season. Like usually the rookies you'll see in the series, probably lower than they should be because you never know. He could get injured. He could just strike out a bunch, but pretty great player. Defense, if he works on his defense this offseason, he could be one of the best. At number 6, we have Josh Bell. Hopefully Josh Bell can keep it up the entire year. That's why he fell, because first half of the season, probably the best first baseman in the league, honestly. He just 30 home runs before All-Star break, I'm pretty sure. But then the second half of the season, strikeout, didn't hit the ball. That's Josh Bell. Matt Olson falls in at number 5. He is probably the perfect all-around first baseman you'd want. He's still developing, which is good, because he's still pretty young. That's why he's kind of lower. But yeah, defense there, hitting great. All you want from a first baseman. Number 4, we have Anthony Rizzo. He has lost a ton of weight, first of all. He has like a 6-pack, and he's really skinny now. Strong. But Anthony Rizzo, not much to say. He's hits the ball great in Wrigley, plays pretty good defense, and it's all you really ask for. Then we have, at number 3, Jose Abreu. I'm pretty sure Jose Abreu is one of the best first basemen in the league. He's really underrated. He, unlike for other first basemen, his contact is pretty high, but he also hits for power. So it's really a mix, and his defense is pretty great too. So watch out for Jose Abreu and the White Sox. Number 2, even after a bad season, like a letdown season for the Cardinals, Paul Goldschmidt still comes in at number 2. I know he has the potential to hit 35, 40 home runs, have a positive defensive WAR, and drive in 90 to 100 RBIs for sure. And at number 1, we have Freddie Freeman, the best first baseman in the league, in my opinion. He is very stellar, plays the field great, not much to say, crushes the ball, great player, great guy. And that'll do it for our rankings. Now to the outro. Alright, that'll do it for the rankings this week. We will see you with another rankings of probably the catchers or second baseman next week. I'll still figure that out. But please, like I said in the video, tomorrow we have a new Road to the Show series where we're going to be trying to make a two-way player. That'll be a really fun video. Might be a little late again, but we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, one more thing. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We're out.